coming into your YouTube airwaves, I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so these prize picks are for Thursday when the NBA season resumes. And if you stay tuned, guys, I'm going to give you a few tips that will help you to cash consistently in prize picks. I'm going to show you different ways to approach prize picks, and then you can decide what kind of player you are. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get into it. Before I get into the breakdown, guys, if you like my content, how about you subscribe? How about you leave a comment? This is our video, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with the high risk, high reward type of prize pick player. High risk, high reward means you like to play 5 or 6 squares daily. If you look on the screen, this is my actual Super Bowl lineup. I got 4 out of 6 right. Let me explain to you the rules of prize picks. If you get 6 out of 6 right and you don't have any green goblins in there, you will get 25x. That means if you played $20, you will get $500. Now, if you only get 5 out of 6 right, you only double your money. If you get 4 out of 6 right, they give you 40% of your money back. So if you played a $10 game, you will get $4 and they get 6. So you will lose. You will get 6 out of 6 right less than 10% of the time. You will get 5 out of 6 right probably 20% of the time, and you will get 4 out of 6 right probably 30% of the time. You will get 3 out of 6 right probably 70% of the time if you're good at what you do. So guys, be careful when you're playing these 6 picks, but I'm going to show you how you do it to where it's safe. Now, if you look on the screen, this is my actual lineup. See how Mahomes is at 0.5 passing yards? This is what I call a gimme, guys. That's a free pick. So you want to look for LeBron James, 0.5 points. Kevin Durant, 0.5 points. Donovan Mitchell, 0.5 points. You want to try to find those first. Next, you want to try to find 2 green goblins. What the green goblin is, the green goblin are picks that are easier. Let's say LeBron James averages 8 rebounds a game. They might have a green goblin for him at 2.5 rebounds, but you have to take the over. So that's how you do a 6 pick. You look for 1 gimme, 2 green goblins, and then you go and get your 3 picks, and then you do your 6 squares. But guys, the best way to do this is to play on Friday, because Prize Pools has a promotion. You can go into the promotions tab, you can sign up, and what it means is any amount of money that you wage up to $20 will be reimbursed if you don't get at least 4 squares correct. Now, if you get 4 squares correct, you will win but lose, which means that they will take 60%. So be careful with the 6 picks, but this is how you do it in a safe manner when you want to be a high risk, high reward wager. All right, guys, so next up is the mid-level risk taker. This is the risk taker that you won't get 25x because you're not picking 5 or 6 squares. You're picking 3 or 4 squares. I like to pick 3 squares, but if you are going to pick 4 squares, if you look on the screen, when you pick 4 squares, you want to do a flex play, which means that if you get 3 out of 4 correct, you still win money. Means you still win 1.5 times your money. So if you played $10, you'll still win $15. That's how you play when you pick 4 squares. Now, I like to do 3, and I do a power play where I want all of it. So I want 5x value. So I typically like to go and pick 3 players. So guys, that's how you be a mid-level risk taker. And I do 2 or 3. That's how I play. I've been pretty productive doing that. So now, guys, I'm going to give you some tips on how you actually select your players. I'm going to give you 1 tip. So stay tuned. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off with step 1, guys. I have 5 steps when I pick my players on Prize Picks. So my first step is I go on StatMuse. That's what you're looking at right now. You want to go on StatMuse and you want to see what does a particular player do versus a particular team. So that's where I start. So let's finish and get in detail with my step 1. All right, guys, so if you look at Kristaps Porzingis' chart, he averages 20 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 1.7 assists in 13 games versus the Bulls. But remember, guys, when you're looking at this chart, you want to see what did he do with his current team versus this team. So this is his first year with Boston, so he won't have stats for this Boston rivalry against Chicago. So what you have to do then is you want to go and you want to look at who is the star of the Boston Celtics. Who are they building around? They're building around Tatum. So you want to go and see how many shot attempts does Tatum get per game? Then you want to go and see how many shot attempts does Porzingis get per game. Then you want to go and see how many shot attempts does Jaylen Brown get per game, because those are the three main guys. If Porzingis is getting 12 shot attempts or more and his prop bet is, let's say, under 20, you take a chance. But if he was getting 8 shot attempts, then you would always go with the under. But if he's getting 12 or more shot attempts, then you would take a chance at a 17.5 or 18.5 prop bet. You will go with the more. That's how you look at it, guys. So if a guy's getting 16 to 17 shot attempts and they got his prop at 18.5, you always take the over. But if he's getting 10 shot attempts or less and it's 18.5 or more, you take the under. So if you look at his numbers, guys, when he started off with the Knicks, of course, he was a rookie, so you can't look at his first 2 games. He had 10 points, 9 points. But after that, he was pretty much getting 20 every game. Even in Dallas, he got 20 or more. And with Washington, his first 2 games, he didn't get it. But then he did get 28. So that's how you look at it, guys. So that's one way of looking at the player. First, look at the player. You want to see what his shot attempts are. How many rebounds does he average? And with the current team versus that team. But just because he put up 28 points in his last game, don't mean he's going to do it again. But if you look at his numbers versus Chicago, he pretty much stays at 20. So if he has a prop bet for 18.5, we'll take it. All right, guys, so here's my 2 squares for Thursday. Guys, I believe Donovan Mitchell will get 19.5. Remember, we're looking for the Green Goblin. So we're going to take Donovan Mitchell's Green Goblin because I believe he gets 19.5. We're going to take over, of course. Then we're going to take Jokic to go under 12.5 rebounds. Guys, whenever a guy has 12 rebounds or more, I take the under because I believe that's going to hit more often than not. So we take Jokic under. So that's it, guys. So, guys, I hope that you do well. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. So, good hunting on your Thursday prize picks. Love you guys.